Wow. Wow. Welcome to your new reality. Welcome to your new reality. Welcome to your new timeline. I feel like I need to congratulate you on waking up. That's the way that I feel about this. For some of you, this could be waking up for the first time. This is like a brand new ascension period or spiritual awakening. Others of you, I'm feeling that there was a 2-year gap or like 2-year cycle, so to speak, that you are just now stepping out of. Which is on the shorter end, because I feel like a lot of times I channel cycles that are pretty long. The last one in the Taurus video, if you have Taurus in your chart, check that out. I'll see if I can put it somewhere on the screen. That one was a 9-year cycle. Closing out a 9-year cycle, starting a new one. So pretty insane. But welcome to your new timeline, my collective. I have some channel messages that we are going to go over first, and then we're going to pull some cards and see what we can get on that. So welcome and buckle up, Buttercup. I'm very excited about this one, okay? You know what I'm going to do? Welcome to the ADHD Girly Chronicles. I'm going to set a timer. So that way I can pay attention. Because I can look at the one on here, but it gets distracting. So I'm going to have this one right in front of me. Ready? I'm not trying to do like another hour reading, but I did want to like tap into this collective, okay? So first and foremost, let's go over this here. So the date that I wrote down, which is why I'm saying a 2-year like cycle or gap for some of you, is 4/29, which is today that I'm recording this. But I wrote down 2023, which you can see here. And so I wrote, what was going on 2 years ago? I didn't say, what were you doing? I was like, what was going on? Which makes me feel like it could have been something that, happened to you, maybe like an external circumstance, tower moment perhaps, something like that. But I wrote what was going on, which makes me think it was something happening around you or in your environment and not necessarily something you were doing. And that distinction felt pretty important. Okay. And then I have stepping out of the matrix. I've already, if you know, you know, okay? I feel like we're coming to life in a way for the first time, which is why I said, like, waking up. Because I do feel like you guys have just quantum leaped. Like, it's, again, like, that's why I want to say, like, stepping out of the matrix. But it feels almost like boom. Like, all of a sudden, it makes sense. And you're like, oh, my God. Like, literally, that's what I feel like, okay? So I was reading this book, and this is kind of what got me going too with this. And because I had this channeling kind of earlier, and then I was like, I'm busy doing things, whatnot, it'll come back to me. And then I was reading a book, and I was like, ooh, here we go. So the title of the book is really important and very symbolic, like very metaphorical. And I'm going to tell you why that is and why I think that is. The title of the chapter was called The Toad and the Well. And I was like, well, I have to look up what toad means. Apparently, toads represent change and adaptability. And then I guess there were some things saying that sometimes they also represent like divine wisdom or ancient knowledge and things like that. And then when I started to tune into this, I was hearing that TikTok audio, again, if you know, you know, where it's Garfield, I believe, and it's like, Garfield, the power's out, and he's like, I can't understand why this isn't working, and XYZ, the power's out, and then this, and then that, and that's and the power's out. Like, that's what I kept hearing, and that's why I'm saying stepping out of the matrix, because it's like, the power's out, and then finally at the end of the audio, there's the realization that the power's out, then it makes sense. But it's like this loop, where it's almost like you're lagging, you're like taking a minute to catch up, and I honestly feel like, oh my God, the fact that I'm getting this realization, I'm laughing about it. Confirmation, Spirit, thank you so much. It's laughable because I feel like the laughing is important. It's laughable because it's that final realization where you're like, oh my God, like that's, wow, like I'm here, like, oh my goodness. I feel like it's your brain lagging, and maybe it's like your body and the energetic shift that you made, you feel in other ways. but like your mind or the logical part of you is like catching up. That's the way that it feels to me. Okay. Also, in the book, I want to note here what happened in this chapter. There is a toad in the well that basically someone's like, the place that they live, the village is cursed. Someone's got to go down there and essentially kill the toad, and that will end the curse, right? And it will then fill the well with water. The well is bone dry. And I think this is honestly, the way that I view this is a metaphor for functioning on survival mode, functioning in like a survival like mechanism here. It is constantly being in this state of almost like fight or flight, focusing on survival. And when you're focusing on survival, I'm hearing them say rat brain. That's what it is. You're not actually you're using your like primal brain instead of using your critical thinking, instead of tuning in to spirit, to your heart chakra, to your heart center, right? This is a matter of, you are, again, rat brain. It's like, it's just a cycle. It's just going and going and going, and it's all you can think about, right? It's almost like eat, sleep, work, do it again. Eat, sleep, work, do it again. Or for some of you, if you're struggling with other things in life, it's kind of just like get through the day as much as you can and start again tomorrow. It's this constant feeling of survive, survive, survive. And that's why I think I'm hearing rat brain, or like rat race is another thing. It's like you're looped into something, and this is a matter of waking up from it. And I'm also seeing someone like sort of kneel down and have they're like kneeling down towards somebody else who's also kind of like kneeling or crouching, and that person is like rummaging through something, looking for something. They're in this like panic state, like I gotta find it, I gotta like they're in that state of like I have to do this, I have to do that, and they're kind of just like panicky. And I see another person kind of place their hand on their shoulder and go like, you don't have to do that anymore. And they're like, well, it's okay, you don't have to do this anymore. It's okay, it's over. It's okay, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's okay. And I feel like that's that feeling there of those two pieces of maybe like your life, or these two different like realities. Like one is the old version of you and one is a new version of you. And so I feel like it could almost be higher self in a way, talking to this version of you, being like, it's okay. We made it out. We did it. It's okay. So in the book, like I said, the well is dry, the toad's at the bottom, someone needs to kill it to break the curse. And so I feel like that is almost a metaphor for trying to kill off this old version of you. And I feel like the point of this is to say that, like, you know, you don't have to do that. That older version of you has value, 333, on my timer over here. That old version of you has value. And the way that this is coming to me, so I'm like also seeing some other things, so I'm kind of like channeling while I do this. There's a lot of metaphors and a lot of symbolism here. The toad is your sense of adaptability, ability to, again, like survive or persevere, 22:55 on my clock. I feel like it is to survive or persevere. The survival like mechanisms taught you something. It's not good for you to do those things long term, but that's what I'm feeling a lot, is like they taught you. I didn't realize my chair was down the whole time. Maybe that's also symbolic too. It's like I didn't realize I was all the way, the well, right? I didn't realize I was all the way down there. I didn't realize I dug myself that deep. That makes a lot of sense. That reminds me of a song as well. By Bullet for My Valentine. The tank is empty, let it dry. I'm suffering. Okay. Yes. So I feel like this is trying to kill off the old version of you, but you don't need to do that, because I think that there's value and it would benefit you to see the value in what those things taught you. Are they good long term? No, girly, they're not. However, it is a skill. You have learned it, but now it's time to move away from it. And the only difficult part about this is when we are talking about being in survival mode, when we are talking about being in that like rat brain, rat race type mindset, it's something that can be, what I'm hearing is all consuming. It's something that really does take over who you are, and it's very difficult to navigate your way out of. Once you're in it, it can be, I don't want to say dangerous, but it can be, again, just consuming, all consuming, and it's hard to discern what is real. It skews your perception a bit, of course, right? And it's something that almost is so intense that we don't often realize that we're doing it. In the book, the toad ends up helping this girl get out of the well by jumping from stone to stone to stone. And then she climbs all the way out of the well and she escapes, right? So this is what I'm saying, is that I think the toad being your ability to change and adapt and to persevere, so on and so forth, got you out of a really bad place at one point where it was dry and it was empty. No water to me is no life force. There's literally no life there. There's nothing left to sustain you there in this well. And I think the well in itself really represents, like, again, like this bottomless pit of what honestly you've been through, right? The dark times and dark situations that you've been in, difficult situations, what have you. And again, it helps you get out of that bad place over and over. It helps you persevere. It's like, oh, what is that? What I'm hearing is like the devil you may know, or like the devil you know. So I feel like, again, it's familiarity in a really unhealthy way, right? It doesn't necessarily serve you, but it helps you get out of these bad times. And it's almost like it's an easy choice when it comes down to certain aspects of your life or certain situations. I'm going to use like stability for an example, right? Stability, it could mean anything, but I'm just going to go with, keeping yourself afloat. Let's go super modern with this, keeping yourself afloat financially, right? It is the most comfortable thing for you to just kind of sink back into those old habits and say, not trust, not have faith that something better is coming, not have faith that you're going to be able to pay off certain bills or pay things on time, right? It is uncomfortable to sit in the unknown of, I just have to trust, because the survival brain doesn't do that. There is no trusting with the survival brain. You need that evidence and you need to know what's coming so that way you can prepare, because that is survival, it's preparation. And so that's kind of what I feel like is happening, is like the change and adaptability with the toad got you out of that bad place, right? It's so easy. The devil you may know, just go back to that. And of course, in the book, they exit the well and then the toad turns right back around and starts leaping back towards the well. Is literally going to jump down to its death in the bottom of this well. And I think that really says a lot, right? That is the stepping out of the matrix. This girl ends up killing the toad, unfortunately. So sad. Love you so much, Toad. But that's the whole point that I'm getting at, is like, the toad doesn't know any better. That's what I want to focus on. The toad does not know any better. We're crafting and weaving a story here, folks. Buckle up, as I said, right? You don't know any better. The toad does not know any better. That's something the toad was looking, right? It's like water. I need water. That's the rat brain. That's the like primal brain. I need water to survive. Where is there water? Normally the well would have water. We jump into the well. It doesn't serve us. We climb our way back out and then we go, nope, very uncomfortable. What do I do now? We go back, right? And then because she kills off the toad, it's that's where I'm getting this, is that it feels very like symbolic of trying to kill off that part of you, so to speak, but it taught you something. And so I'm going to leave that there. I know I'm kind of like just cycling through it. It's because I can feel it so deeply in my body still. But anyways, point being, stepping out of the matrix. I also have running on a system, outdated software. It's about rerouting and finding the off switch. That's what I feel like is happening, is like when you have something on your phone and you're like, I can't get it to stop running in the background, and you gotta, go find it, force stop, do the whole thing, right? And so I feel like that's what we're doing. It's about rerouting and finding the off switch. It's not about like killing off that thing, right? Like when something's happening on your phone, you can't get it to stop, you're not gonna take it and throw it against the wall. It's like, that's not gonna work. Don't suggest that you do that, but we are going to force stop. We might restart it, whatever. There's gentler ways to approach this, and that's what we're doing, is we're looking for like a long-term solution. Where is the off switch? Where's the force stop button so we can stop this from happening? And then we cannot be angry at these outdated parts of ourselves because they were programmed that way. These are parts of you that were programmed that way because, again, change and adaptability. When something happened to you, whether it was a very long time ago, over the course of many years, or in this case, some of you it was only a 2-year span, things were really bad. So what did you do? You were essentially smart. Your nervous system and your brain, very smart. And what did they do? They adapted. They kept you safe. They kept you afloat. They made sure you didn't go hungry, whatever it was, right? We love that for them. Thank you so much. Truly, thank you, nervous system, for getting me to that point. I understand why you did that. You did the best thing that you thought at the time the best thing was for me, and you kept me safe. You showed me safety. That is something to honor within ourselves, even though it seems like sometimes our bodies are against us and that our bodies are out to get us, right? Like, oh, why is this happening to me? It's doing what it thinks is best for you given the situation that you're in. And we should honor our bodies and our nervous systems for doing that. It's beautiful, really, when you think about it, right? But again, programmed like that. And when it's programmed like that, undoing that programming takes a lot of effort. Undoing the programming takes more work than the programming, because you're essentially trying to stop a force, right? Force stop, as I said. So that's what it is. It's almost like we have this momentum, then you got to kind of jut your hand out and be like, and stop it. And it's very difficult. So if that's something that you're dealing with, I think that you need to give yourself a little bit more credit there, okay? I have looping thoughts and cycling behavior. Again, the toad, going back to the well. Sir, the well is dry. There's nothing there. If we could all talk to the toad and separate ourselves, go and zoom back, we'd be like, what the fuck is this toad doing? Truly, what is this toad doing? Where are you going? There's no water in there. You saved yourself. That's crazy. That's and now that you've stepped out of that version of you, right? Stepping out of the matrix, you're watching yourself almost from this bird's eye view make the same mistakes. And you're like, girl, no, stop doing that. That's what this feels like to me. It's stop. Absolutely not. And that's another thing that's coming to me too, is if you've ever had these looping thoughts, right? And you kind of start spiraling a little bit, catastrophizing, ruminating, what have you, right? You gotta sometimes talk to yourself in third person, or you give a girl, that's crazy, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? You gotta interrupt. And that's what I have here. Interrupt it. Looping thoughts, cycling behavior, interrupt her, interrupt him, interrupt it. Don't let it talk to you like that. When I do the same thing, I'm not even gonna pretend I'm somebody who's high and mighty. I do the same thing. I'm just like you. You're watching this thinking that's me. Girl, I'm just like you. Okay? I'm just like you on that. I will be literally catastrophizing about something, and then I'll have to stop myself and be like, Kéisi, stop. That's ridiculous, girl. You sound crazy. I'm telling you, okay? You gotta interrupt it. It's the only way you're gonna stop it, okay? And then I was also feeling this energy of an archangel. I can't tell which one. It could be between either Gabriel or Raphael. So definitely, if you are into that, if you're vibing with that, if, whatever, go and do some research and take a look. Pretty sure Gabriel is more throat chakra-ish, and then Raphael, I cannot remember. So if that resonates, yeah, let a girl know, do your research, see if you can find anything cool, okay? So many messages, and we're doing pretty good. I got 12 minutes left here on my timer, at least. I just don't want to make this super long. Trying to decide what I want to do, so bear with me while I kind of feel it out. I'm not gonna scry because I feel like we got a lot of messages very heavy on like the toad and the well situation, like, and I love a symbolic message like that. So don't think I'm gonna do dice. I think I'm gonna go with this. I think I'm gonna go with Wisdom of the Oracle. I haven't used this in a while, but I was really feeling it for this reading. So let's do this and then see where we go from here. All right, Spirit or Archangels. What messages can you give me here for the collective? For their highest good. And if you're vibing and you've been here this whole time and you're still here at 20 minutes in, number one, I love you. You're the best. And also, please do me a solid because I would so appreciate it by liking the video, comment if you feel drawn to, if you feel guided to, and of course, share it with someone who needs it. And then last but not least, you know the one, subscribe, hang out with me some more because I'd love to have you, okay? So, all right. Man, stepping out of the matrix. I love this. You're so ready to do it too. I feel like you're so fully on the other side of this, and it's like you're just like, you know what I mean? Like you're on the other side, like, girl, hello. I feel like you're almost like, can't believe it took me so long to get here. Like, and it feels more like a remembering, if I'm being completely honest with you. I just saw 1010. Lots of numbers here today too. I do feel like this is more so remembering. Feels like you're remembering more than anything. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Any more messages here for the collective? Oh my God, it's so funny because there's just like such a like the juxtaposition between these two like realities or like timelines or whatever. Oh my God, it's like I'm just hearing freedom. It's like for the first time in so long, you're like vibing, and I'm feeling a very happy, joyful energy, something that's very like blissful, very inner child joy like. And then the other one is like still on the ground, like I said before, just like looking for something. And again, I feel like that really is testament to like how much you've changed, and like, you know, getting out of that mindset is such an achievement and a milestone that I think you guys should not take lightly. I don't. That's beautiful. All right. Spirit, let's see what's going on. What do you got for the collective here? Ooh. Oh my God. Happy. No way. That's what I was just saying. Look. Happy. Oh my God. Come to the edge at the bottom. Ugh. I do feel like there could be some of you who haven't quite reached that point yet. And if you haven't, it is okay. I feel like there's that higher version of you being like, come on. Like, come here, you got it. They're like encouraging you. They're like, you're so close. You got it. Come on, let's go. And that's what I'm feeling is like that's what I'm hearing is like, this is what's on the other side for you. This is what's on the other side. Don't be afraid is what I'm hearing. It's like, don't be afraid. I know it's uncomfortable and I know that it's difficult. I know that it feels really icky. It's the word I want to use in the body, but like push past it. Affirmations right now could be really helpful for you to kind of get over that like that hump, if you will, like to get over that line or threshold into the new reality. Affirmations might be the thing that kind of like pushes you forward. But that's what I'm hearing. It's like, come on. It's like literally encouraging you. Yeah. Guys, this is so beautiful. You're kidding. Oh my God, you hear the beeping in the background? Oh, it stopped, but I'll take that as confirmation. Treasure Island. You can't make this up. You can't make this up, guys. You can't make it up. Guys, you can't make it up. Happy, Happy, and Treasure Island. I just love it so much. There's so much happiness. Oh my god. Guys, you have like literally jumped into, oh my god, I love this. Look, Between Worlds too, look. Between Worlds at the bottom. Telling you. Serendipity and a higher power. I really feel like you guys have some energy right now coming in. If you have not kind of gotten to the other side of this reality, if you feel like you haven't fully, you know, made your way to the other side, serendipity with higher power makes me think that the universe is blessing you, truly. It may not feel like that's what's happening. It really may not feel that way. And you're like, okay, well, looking around, right? Using your logical brain, looking around, being like, well, this, well, that, well, this, well, that, like whatever. Girl, don't look at that. Don't worry about that, okay? A higher power, meaning there is an entire like orchestration of things happening behind the scenes for you. If you use your logical mind, if you use your physical eyes to look, it is going to throw you off. You have to, and I know it's hard. I know it's easier said than done. You have to feel into your heart center. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Your heart chakra has like its own little like EMF field, right? It has its own like energetic like resonance, right? So when you place your hand over your heart, it tells your brain and your nervous system, I'm safe. It's okay. And so do that if ever this comes over you or washes over you, okay? Where you're like, I don't know, I'm kind of losing faith, I don't know, because XYZ did it. I want you to start saying this to yourself in the morning, before bed, whenever you start to feel this way, okay? I want you to start saying to yourself when you feel like this and you're unsure, I am open to receiving miracles. I am open to receiving blank in unexpected ways. Like, you just have to really lock it in, okay? Lock it in. I'm telling you, something beautiful is coming your way. Truly. Truly. Serendipity, meaning you are so not going to see that coming. You're not seeing it coming. No, you're not. I'm going to pull a couple of tarot cards out of curiosity, but you are not going to see this coming. I can guarantee you that right now. You're going to be so surprised. Serendipity? Yeah. I'm also hearing Luck of the Irish. Is that a Disney movie? Luck of the Irish. Definitely, I think that's a Disney movie. Maybe you like that movie or like you watched it recently or something. I don't know, but I'm hearing Luck of the Irish. That is so funny. So funny. I remember that movie too. I actually remember really liking that movie. So, I mean, holla if you like that movie and you watched it recently. I love that. Alright. Okay, guys. I'm going to do one more shuffle and then we're going to pull a couple tarot cards. We're going to see what's going on, okay? Okay. Here we go. Spirit, let's go. Let's clarify these beautiful cards we got here. Guys, come on. Are you serious? Oh my god. I want to cry. The sun. I literally want to cry. Not you guys having happy in the sun. Come on. Y'all making me emotional with this. I also heard here, you've unlocked something. You could be seeing 444 as well, like a lot. That could be like an important number for you. But you've unlocked something. And look, there's a key here. There's a key here on the third eye, almost like, if you can see that going on here. I know it's kind of hard to see, but yeah, you've unlocked something. And this, creature has wings too, so the archangel energy for me again. No, I'm like unwell. I'm like literally unwell. You guys have the sun? I got a minute and a half left and I want to cry. Not the sun. You guys don't be... We respect and honor the versions of us that got us to the point where we are today. We respect and honor all versions of ourselves. All of them. We love all versions of ourselves. All of them. Across the board, we love all of them. But it is time to step into a new version of us, into our highest timeline, into a reality that reflects all the things that we deserve, all the happy, the treasure island. We deserve those things. And it's time to believe it. I feel like you guys, I'm feeling this like swelling of like, almost like the giddy, like life force energy as I'm talking about it. When it happens to you, do not doubt anything. Dive in head first, okay? When it happens to you, dive in head first. Yeah, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Anything else? Okay. That's gonna go off in a second, so, oh my God. Okay. So you have 7 of Cups here, and then you also have the High Priestess. Guys, I just have not seen such a great reading in so long. It's like, again, the higher power with the High Priestess. The higher power and the High Priestess. You are very much guided. I think that this is a lot of like, by your higher self and things of that nature, but I am still picking up that archangel energy, so definitely look into that. I feel like you do have a lot of angelic support right now. And then also 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is not a bad card at all. 7 of Cups means you have a lot of choices in front of you, and they don't have to be bad. And here, I don't get that. I feel like you have a ton in front of you, because if you look up here, right, we have the like gold, jewels, like riches, and all these other things going on here. And I feel like this is just saying, again, like you just have things in front of you to choose from. You have opportunities. Don't think that it's just going to be one. Please don't think that, no, don't think it's going to be one. Because with 7 of Cups, it's not going to be one thing. Literally, do not forget this. Serendipity. It's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to surprise you. It's already yours. It's already on its way. It's already in motion. If you're watching this, you made it to your highest timeline. You made it out of this reality and into the one that serves you. You are breaking these like generational kind of like curses or issues in your family line. Like you did it. You made it. It's again like the higher self talking to the other version of you going, it's okay. You made it. You can put your weapon down. You can lie your weapon down. It's okay. You made it. So congratulations, guys. Welcome to your new reality. I love you so much.